got Madden, and so I'm gonna be using the Raiders, of course. So I'm gonna be off mic though for a bit, and then I'm gonna come back in and out while I stream on mic. So because I got some background noise, I'm gonna try and prevent copyright here. So I'll be back. Peace out. Oh, but enjoy. Goodbye.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing first play is Ritter. Flush to his right. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
Here we go. Here we go. Quad red.
Ritter looking to put it up right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Flushed out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Steps away to his left. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 39 yards there, a big one.
I guess we got a good idea about what the game plan is for attacking this secondary. No beating around the bush with this crew. His first throw of the game is a deep shot, and it connects. That's a tendency breaker right there because normally you build up to the big shot, but not in this case.
Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Now Darnold keeps it. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
After the run, now Darnold to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here in Vegas.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point forthcoming. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right?
I gotta go. I'm back on mic. I gotta get this done.
This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Madison getting it again on 2nd. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Let's go.
Going for it on 4th down. It's Ritter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. Pass complete to Addison. And he takes a shot at the end of that play.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
To throw is Darnold. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Let's go. Come on.
Ritter back to throw. This is White on the screen. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Zamir White, 79 yards. And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Making the catch, this is the tight end Oliver. Look at the big fella go. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, 70 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back. And
now they're going to fake it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And it looks like the defense has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Trey Tucker. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
25 yards that time.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. Short throw caught by Bowers. And a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 2nd and 6.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. It's McCormick. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Ritter. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Pass complete right side to Bowers. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
No.
That one too wide and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Hey, check Rager.
Final play before the half. Here's Ritter. A hit
Man,
as he
come
throws
on.
there, incomplete.
I could have
So
got
we've
that.
hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. Darnold now to throw. Buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain. So when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Now Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Let's go. Come on. Come on.
The sack, and it brings up 2nd. Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Here's Darnold. He's going to air one out. And
What?
Score. Touchdown, Vikings. Jalen Naylor, 63 yards. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead. Just an absolute heartbreaker there. He catches it off the deflection on the Hail Mary for the touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, as a defender, you're taught just to bat that thing down to the ground as quickly as you can.
That's what you're trying to do. But the offensive guys, what they're working on is sometimes keeping it alive, almost like volleyball where they tip it up in the air. And instead of spiking it at the other end, someone else comes along and grabs it. So even if it's
That's
unintentional,
bullshit,
they've been working on the deflection for a
That's
long
bullshit.
time. That tip ball, well, defensive backs have to continue to work on that and go up and get it. And as you said, either knock it to the ground or grab it themselves.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ritter off the play fake. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Ritter looking to throw here on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now it's Darnold. Flush to his right. He gets it to Addison. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. They'll set up a throw. Steps away to his left. His pass caught at the 4. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Aaron Jones. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So I'm gonna stream like one more game after this. I think 1 or 2 more, and then I'm gonna do some GTA Online. I'm gonna do the new content stuff. I haven't done that yet, so I'm gonna finish that up, y'all. I'll finish it up and get started. So I got lots to do.
We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Back to throw, Ritter. That's caught by Myers. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Ritter to throw it. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On play action, here's Ritter. Out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, Ritter. That's to Bowers once again. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Ritter with it after the play fake. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throw to the right, hauled in by Addison. Gets through, and now an opening. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. Instead of running, Darnold's going to throw this thing. He's going to take another shot here. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Flushed out right. Addison holds it in. And he'll get
Let's
this to
go.
the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. So the final
All right,
seconds
we
have
lost
ticked away
26,
in this
27,
Minnesota victory.
26 and
And it
7.
was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think
It's all right,
about
Remy. You're
the
good,
team that just
brother.
got
You're good.
vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
That
Do you
was
think they
my fucked
thought
up.
at
That was
all
totally my
that that
fucked
would
up.
be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether
It
it was
was
an
that what
adjustment,
got
whether it was
me,
just
what made me
more
lose the
focus
game
on
was
what they
that
planned
shit.
to
That
do
little
going
fucking
in, whether
tip
they
in
just
the end.
played better,
What the hell?
whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great
Yeah,
way to close
that's
them
what it
out.
was on offense.
So
That's
that'll
why I
do it
said,
for us. For
okay, yeah.
Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching
So
the
I just
NFL.
gotta get back to doing that because that's why I lost. So I stopped going to the screen. That's what was actually getting me good yards. And then allowing me to throw in the middle. See the screens, and that's why I scored too with fucking Zamar. Uh, all right, y'all. This is it. Let's go. I'm winning this game. This is my dub. I'll be back.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. We're just seconds away from getting this one started. And we're underway from Seattle. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
I'm back, y'all. So I'm bronze 1. I guess it canceled the match or something. Alright. Alright, let's go.
In a city of spectacle and grandeur, the biggest show in town right now is right here, Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Enough build-up, the ball is teed up, and we are ready to go. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Here we go, 2nd and 9. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Marcus Epps. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. So we start our game off with a touchdown, Brock, but not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
Yeah, first drive on defense, the goal is to get off the field, maybe even flip the field with field position. But to score points yourself, it's not something they honestly consider too much. That is until he started that return, baby. And they saw things lining up perfectly for it to happen.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
And this throw's knocked away, incomplete.
The QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at it, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a short gain. Offense up to the line fast. On 3rd down, Purdy bails out of the pocket quick. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked off by Nate Hobbs.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. That one complete to Turner. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Vegas first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the gun, a run for Madison. And they bring him down around the 34. 1-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first. They'll go right back to Madison. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Here's 2nd and 11. Setting up the screen. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do...
All right, I'm going to do one more. And then I'll hop on some... I'm going to do some GTA. Most likely for a couple hours, y'all. Actually, like 2-3 hours. But yeah, I got it.
Opened in 2020 and immediately one of the main attractions here on the Las Vegas Strip. Welcome everyone to Allegiant Stadium. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Looking to throw right away. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Working quickly here. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Divine Diablo there on the tackle. Give him 4 yards, but no more. It's going to be 3rd down. Here's Darnold to throw. Has his man. It's Addison. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Throwing here, Darnold. Oh, trying to force it into the slant. It's intercepted. Robert Spillane has it. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Looking for a target. This is caught inside the 15. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. One after from Carlson is up and good. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Raiders get the football back with great field position there at the 36. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drive.
That's it, y'all, for this. Go ahead and cut this. So I'm done with this. I'm going to jump into Madden. GTA. I'll be back. Peace out.